Welcome back to the Party of Two podcast, episode 2. We can only do that, like 222, 222 each time. So
welcome to Party of Two, where it's always a party wherever the two of us are at.
That's too long and clumsy. I don't think that's going to work.
Welcome to Party of Two, where two people are partying.
That's also very bad. That's very poor, Zach.
We need a tagline, because I feel like every good podcast has a tagline. Like, welcome to Party of Two. Life's a party, and the two of us are together.
Please stop.
Okay.
Stop doing that. Now, I want to discuss the podcast at this point and moment in time should be up everywhere you guys listen to podcasts. So it should be on Spotify, Apple.
TBD, because I'm applying for it. Guys, I'm actively working to get us on everything. We're going to be on Spotify, Apple, wherever else you listen to podcasts, we're going to be there.
Get ready, because that's all on Zach's responsibility. And if we're not on there yet, leave a comment and say, Zach, you suck.
Wait,
maybe
hold
not
on
that
now.
Aggressive.
In the near future, you'll be able to listen to us in the shower. You'll be able to listen to us for an hour.
They technically still could on both, just on YouTube.
Okay, then. Well, what am I doing then with my life? Why am I putting it on all these platforms?
We want it to be efficient for people. We want to find more people who might enjoy podcasts but aren't typing into the YouTube search podcast.
That's true. That's why that's my life's long mission, is to get us everywhere. And it will happen by episode 3. This is the second to last episode, by the way, in this living room. So soak it all in, because soon we're going to be on a set. And I'll probably be saying that episode 4 and 5.
We have to, every single time we do the podcast, we have to set up the lights and then take them all down every single time. So it's a little bit of a chore. I would really just like a set.
Now, one thing I will say is I'm feeling a little self-conscious today, because usually my face is the pinnacle of beauty perfection. Very porcelain, flawless, most people would say. But Megan convinced me to go all Hollywood and go to the dermatologist and get 7 things zapped off my face. Now I have like 7 little red dots that look like blood spots.
They're warts, and he doesn't want to admit that they were warts. Yes, they were.
Well, they're not.
He had 7 warts on his face. They were actually overactive hair follicles, but they looked like warts, and they're genetic. So that means he was just going to keep on growing them. He grew all 7 of these in the last year.
I'm sorry, I do so much for my body. I give it so much more accessories.
You don't do anything for your body. I just bought Zach.
Wow, that was a slight.
I just bought Zach more shampoo and conditioner because he was using Dove 3-in-1 forever. So he uses the same shampoo as his body
Sorry
wash.
for saving the environment. Sue me. 1 bottle versus how many bottles Megan goes through? 48? I'm recycling.
You're not recycling.
Elon Musk.
Okay. Well, you don't want to be Elon Musk.
Oh, I would be Elon Musk. He's a billionaire. Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that Elon Musk is like efficiently reducing the amount of plastics in the world.
Well, he has the electric car company, so then he can pollute the earth with the rocket fuel.
Yeah, the rocket fuel. And fun fact, I could say this because I drive an electric car. Disposing of a car with an electric battery is just as bad for the environment as driving a gas car. So it's all the same, if not worse.
Well, if you're looking at me and you're feeling I'm imperfect today, just know I'm trying to better myself.
I think that I discussed this shirt that you're wearing in the last podcast.
No, I wore the blue shirt. No. I wore the blue shirt in the last podcast.
I know, but I think in the last podcast I mentioned that you have a neon Aztec embodiment of every 2013 frat boat yacht shirt, and it's the worst shirt that he owns, and he decided to wear it today.
And the more compliments I get on the shirt, the more I'll wear it. So feel free to compliment away in the comment section.
No.
So maybe I'll buy 2 or 3 more of the same shirt. Or I'll tell people I did, so I can wear the same shirt over and over again without washing it.
And you'll get a big hole in your armpit like your sleep shirt, and then you'll be walking around in clothing that's just
You
like falling
like
off
that
of your
sleep
body.
shirt.
I do not like that sleep shirt.
You love it. You would hate if I got rid of it.
No.
Well, it's going nowhere, so don't.
It's all patchy and deodorant stained, and the arms are falling off of it because the armpit holes are like this big each, and he just wears it all the time.
Welcome to Party of One, where we are the He-Man Megan hating club.
Wait, you just kicked me out. And it's
I have this whole audience now. I've commandeered the
Everyone
audience.
just unsubscribed. They were like, no, that's not going to work for me.
Okay, so the main point of this podcast and the reason you clicked in is babies.
It was in the title. And
pregnancy,
people keep
baby,
on
something.
asking all about when Zach and I are going to have little babies.
Yeah, not that you guys are asking all the time, but you probably are. But also our like family and everything is asking constantly. We went to a family reunion this last weekend. What is that?
Talk about the arm wrestling.
Oh, no, I'm not going to talk about that.
Something like
Tyson beat a 16-year-old arm wrestling.
His cousin.
And he's like 28. So, I mean, it was very impressive.
You lost to him.
I don't want to break my arm, so I just let him win.
So the thing is we went up to Wisconsin to visit Zach's family, and you couldn't go 5 seconds without talking to a new relative and them just being like, why haven't you had children yet?
Yeah, if you didn't know, I'm 30.
It's not a conversation I love to be put on the spot about, just because it's kind of weird, right? Like, you just don't walk up to random strangers like, when are you going to start having babies? Like, that's a lot to ask of
But
someone.
now you know all of them are wondering because of the title, like, are we planning on having kids? What's happening?
Like,
are we having babies?
You gotta weigh
are we
both
pregnant?
sides. Kids, very cute, little mini me. Also, 18 years of commitment, financially draining.
Well, I'd only support them until they were like 6, and by then they should be able to like self-sustain, I would assume.
Yeah, and then you just kind of let them do whatever they want.
Yeah, just let them do whatever they want.
Yeah, so, there's two sides to it. Very cute, lovable, cuddly memories you could never replace. But also, like, I saw a meme and it was like, oh, you thought breastfeeding was hard? Now you have to supply your child 3 nutritious meals a day for the next 18 years. I was like, I can't even feed myself.
It's up to Ronald McDonald, baby. We have one real close to the house, and we eat there sometimes twice a day, and that makes me feel real good about myself.
Yeah. Oh.
And it was the same cashier that day 2 times, and it was like 8 hours apart. I'm like, oh, man.
I was about to say that. We went to McDonald's twice the other day.
I know he looked at us like, you disgusting.
He was like blonde and he had like a shaggy haircut. And I saw him the first time. He was pretty young. And then he was there again, like, and the sun had gone completely down. That was so embarrassing.
Casually for lunch, I had a 20-piece chicken nugget, and then I had a Big Mac for dinner. So
they said something pretty insulting to me at that McDonald's. I went through, and I think they said something like, see you soon. Or like, they said something like,
see you tomorrow.
It was that. It was see you tomorrow.
That makes me want to go there again.
My jaw was on the floor. Because that happens to me sometimes. It happened to me at Starbucks too, but I guess there's a little less shame in Starbucks. But like McDonald's is like, see you tomorrow.
I have a story. Me and Tyson used to go to the same gas station when we were growing up as kids, and we would always get like a mini pizza, a cookie, and then like a soda. And Tyson would come in there so often to get cookies, they eventually started calling him Cookie Man. Cookie Man's here. And he just stopped buying the cookies in general. And then no more Cookie Man.
Did they shame you out of cookies?
They had to settle the business.
They had to went
they
bankrupt
didn't have
right
Tyson
after that.
Support anymore, and then
Cookie
it was
Man.
over. They were done. They were done. Yeah, like every time we go to Wisconsin, you both are just like, oh, Cynic's Pizza. I can't wait to go to Cynic's Pizza. And then we get it and we're like, ugh.
I'm offended. Everyone in Wisconsin is offended by that accent you've just done.
No, they're not.
Oh, they're offended.
Okay.
I am calling Aaron Rodgers.
He barely wants to be there himself.
Now, okay, so back on the topic of kids, we've talked about having kids. How many kids do you think we're going to have? Because we are going to have kids. That's the answer.
2, I think.
2, you think?
2, I think.
Yeah, we talked about maybe like having 1 kid and then like adopting the second kid.
Yeah, because I want to adopt because I feel like there's so many children out there who don't have loving, amazing homes and holidays, and we have some additional resources, and I think it'd be a really fantastic opportunity to just welcome somebody into our family that really, really needs it. So I do want to adopt one.
Yeah, and then like the kid that we had, we could adopt a kid around the same age, so then they could grow up together, go to school together, like be in the same grade.
Be lifelong best friends.
It's like having twins basically without having twins.
Without having 2 newborns at once. My parents did that. I have a twin. I don't think they enjoyed it.
Yeah, so like I like that's the plan, but like I don't know, like it'll probably be like a year or 2 before we have a kid.
Couple years, I think, because I mean we're just so busy, and whenever we do have a kid, we want to make sure we give it like our full attention, like completely. Like I don't know, like I'm not saying I would quit YouTube, but like I wouldn't be running like 4 channels, definitely not, because my number 1 priority would be the life I brought onto this planet. So I would want to really make sure I was doing everything in my power to make sure that they were comfortable and taken care of.
Yeah, and like we're building another house right now, so we're gonna be moving out of this house within like 2 years. So it'd be perfect to have a kid right around that time. Obviously not around moving, but so we could be in our new house with our new family. Like I don't think we want to like set up a kid here and then like have to move all of that.
I mean, and I don't think we would much mind that because
like
we already have so
stressful,
much stuff. Yeah, because like
the house is already furnished.
Yeah, and like realistically, like say we did have a kid like tomorrow, like how hard is it to move a 3-year-old? They're not like starting school yet.
Yeah.
They're not like so much like in their own daycare yet. Like that'd be easier than moving like a 10-year-old. and
Yeah,
moving
that's
them
true.
from their school and stuff. Yeah.
And then everyone in our family would be happy because we'll have 2 kids.
I don't know if they'd be happy about like 2 kids or just kids in general.
How badly do your parents want to be grandparents?
I think they want to be grandparents. I think my dad really, really wants to be a grandpa. And I think my mom wants to be a grandma. I don't think they want to be full caretakers of a baby again. I think that's like, it's very much like bring them over for a day and then immediately take them. I'm not sure though.
And then like my mom and dad definitely want to be grandparents. So, I mean, we will have support around us.
Yeah, we'll have a lot of support for our children, which we are very, very grateful for. We're going to have Aunt and Uncle Tyson and Carla.
And they're going to have like 12 kids, so.
How many did you guys say?
2.
2? Okay. I was thinking it was like 3 or 4.
Maybe 10 cats.
Maybe 10 cats.
No kids.
Yeah.
Wow, there we go.
Well,
That's the way to go.
That's good. Then you can just watch our kids. Anyway, yeah. So I just, we could get a little controversial. We could talk about YouTube and kids, like putting your kids on the big screen or the small screen, the silver laptop screen.
Yeah, like obviously like you vlog now and we have like the podcast and we've always been on YouTube like our whole adult lives. So we've shared our lives. Like people know about your surgeries and like specific things that have happened with you. So like I would say I'd want to be open, but I'd also want our kid to like
Be safe.
be able to make a choice when they get to that age. Like,
Yeah.
are they on camera? Obviously when they're like just born or 1 or 2 years old, they're not going to know what's going on.
Yeah.
And those are just good memories to have because, I mean, I wish my parents were vloggers when I was growing up because, well, 1, that didn't exist, but 2, I would have so many more like home videos and I'd be able to like remember so much more because before you're like 4 years old, you really just don't remember anything.
Yeah, you don't
so-
have like a long-term memory. I was gonna say, I think that there's a very fine line between like, oh, this is my kid, and then like making your kid your career. Like a really good example that I've seen used is like Kylie Jenner. She is Stormy, but Kylie Jenner had a career before Stormy, and Kylie Jenner doesn't use Stormy as her career, but you do see Stormy every once in a while.
Yeah, just looking at Tyson every time I had to switch my hand on the mic because my eye itched and he was just like,
Well, just itch it with that hand.
well,
that you're-
because it wasn't, there was like a piece of sleep and I was having a hard time, but
a
I'm
piece
good.
of sleep.
Piece of sleep.
Eye crust. Just say eye crust.
Boogers, eye boogers.
Eye boogers with your warts.
Gosh. Wow, what a paint with a broad brush.
People can
I'm
see
the
you.
big Uggo, guys. Watch out. With my Aztec shirt, might infect you with cringe.
No.
People compliment the shirt.
Yeah, I know they do.
People compliment all my shirts.
Just because people
the amount of compliments I get, people never went out of their way to compliment me when I dress like a normie.
I don't.
Now I dress
A
extra.
normie. I don't. Extra? Okay.
This is much more than the average guy wears. It says, look at me.
Look at me. I love White Claw.
Yeah, and yachts.
Okay. Derailing back to the children on the YouTube thing. Like, I definitely think our kid will make appearances here and there, but personally for me, yeah, I share my entire medical history online because I don't really care, but I, for example, haven't shared my relatives' medical history, things they have going on in their life, because like that's their life, like I think that you and I have made a very active, conscious decision to put everything out there.
So our kid goes out there no matter what.
No, and like, I guess super
I don't want to
paranoid.
share it because like we care about everyone that watches us, and I
Well,
think I want to share
it,
more
but
of our
not
stuff.
like everything.
Oh yeah, no. But if we do like a weekly vlog or something, and it kind of just recaps what we've been up to, like going to the park or their first steps or something like that, I think that's like really precious to share. Like when Colleen Ballinger got pregnant, I think that was like cool to see all of that.
Yeah.
So, but like, yeah, I wouldn't want to be like, oh look, they're having their first temper tantrum, they're crying.
Yeah,
you
like
know,
that's where you really cross the line.
Yeah.
Like whenever you start playing pranks on your kids.
Yeah.
But registered as sarcasm to children until the age of 11, so they're just there like thinking that you
Wow, these
hate them
people are
and they're
mean.
crying. Yeah. No, not like the audience, the kids.
Yeah.
Like our babies.
Yeah, I know,
Like,
that's what I'm
pulling
saying.
just an awful prank on them for views. Like, oh, she's crying. Haha.
I've seen family vloggers out there. We wouldn't tread in that territory. Like they like title every little thing like, oh, they got broken up with. Oh, they got blah, blah, blah. It's like, some things can be private.
Yeah, some things definitely.
Just the good stuff. Only the happy memories.
Oh, I was like, what's the good stuff? Like the good views or like
No,
the wholesome
only the
stuff?
happy memories.
Only the wholesome
The
stuff.
wholesome happy stuff.
The wholesome happy stuff.
You won't have to know about every poopy diaper.
No, but we're excited. We do want kids. We just think that things have to calm down a little bit. Zach is so busy all the time. He's in meetings hours and hours a day. I'm pretty busy too, but I'm just so more busy just trying to figure out what the heck is happening over here.
Megan's got it. She's been crushing it.
I've done nothing today. I got my tattoo touched up and now I'm exhausted.
We have 32 employees at Wonderworks now. and we are moving into an office. Like you guys know, we're going to have a podcast set there soon, hopefully within a couple episodes. But yeah, we have 32 employees. We're hoping to have like mid 40s by the end of the year. So it's definitely weird, like going from like having a whole bunch of peers to like being like someone's boss.
And so many people like come to you with everything, like every little thing, which is
It's good.
totally
I don't
cool.
mind it,
Yeah, it's
but-
totally cool, but it's a lot of responsibility. Zach has 30 children right there.
Yeah, I have like 30 plus children. Well, it's because basically we pay their paychecks. So like I feel like a lot of pressure, like, oh, better make sure we do really well here, because I would hate for some people not to be around. Like they're all like your family. It's like
They're counting
you
on
care
you.
about everybody. Yeah, like everyone's counting on me. I feel like a
Yeah.
teacher. Like I'm running a class field trip that's off campus or something with like 30 plus kids, and I can't have one of them fall down the quarry. You know, like I need to make sure
The
that they're all
nearby
wrinkled.
Corey of the office. Oh.
Yeah. I can't let some of them go up to the roof and fall off, you know?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And me, on the other hand, I cannot stand that pressure at all. Like, I crumble. I think the most employees I ever had was like 3. And I was like, I can't do it. That's so much pressure. I'm letting everyone down. Lots of tears, lots of stress, like super stressful. And now I'm like considering maybe getting like a personal assistant, but I'm not sure, just because that sounds like a lot of responsibility for me as well.
What they would do is technically like bathe Megan and probably
Yeah.
like pick out, set her clothes. More like a mom.
They'd probably clean my house. That's all a joke.
I'm kidding.
No, just set up, take down scheduling, because some things just come up so fast. I had brand new merch launch, staypeachy.com, very exciting, but the launch came up so fast that I like blinked and it was here, and then I didn't get the chance to like promote it as much as I would have really, really liked to.
Yeah, and I mean, like, we have big guests planned for this podcast. Like our guest today, Justin Bieber. Just
That's
kidding.
not a good joke,
anyone
because
get
he's not
excited?
here. No,
Yeah.
I think they, if we would have put like featuring Justin Bieber, people would have like really expected it, but I think that's when you'd want a title around.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
used to be obsessed with Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
The biggest believer. I like photoshopped photos of us together and set them as like my Instagram thing. Not that I thought anybody believed it. It wasn't like a Gabby Hanna, Bo Burnham situation. But it was like just hanging out with Justin Bieber. Hee hee. Like obviously it was fake, but I thought it was really fun.
You had a cutout of him, didn't you?
No, I took photos with cutouts of him though. Like I would go to the mall. And
You would only go to the mall to take photos with the cutouts?
No, but I would be like, hey, the Justin Bieber cutout is in the Dillards right now. Like we should go over there. I was very, very obsessed. This was, I think, in like 2012, 2011.
Like last year.
I mean, yeah, he's making a big comeback. So
You can stand him again.
I don't really know what it's so I was really in love with Justin Bieber. I like know tons of facts about him. Like he can play the trumpet, he can speak French. I know that his birthday is March 1st, and I also know that I think he was 5'7" last time I checked, but I don't think maybe he's 5'11". You can fact check me on that. I'm not sure. But I was super obsessed. And then all of a sudden he started doing all this weird stuff like peeing in buckets in restaurants. And like he was just getting a lot of bad press. He was going through it, as we all do. And then I was kind of like, I don't know. And then he kind of stopped releasing music for a while. So I kind of just fell out of it. I had what was that?
You were a believer?
Yeah, of course. I had the Never Say Never. Is that what the collection was called?
Yeah, I think so.
I had that on Blu-ray. I had bands for it, like bracelets for it. I saw it in theaters like 3 times.
Now, I guess I don't even know how we got on that topic, but to loop back to the kids topic, hey? You like that? That transition? Would we ever do a gender reveal? Do you think we'd have like a big like balloon or something?
It was Never Say Never. And as far as a gender reveal goes, probably I'd really like to. I think that'd be really fun.
I think we should get like grenades and throw
Yeah,
them
but I
into
was
the
thinking it
neighborhood.
has to be like sustainable. Like I don't want to release a balloon into the atmosphere and then it chokes a bird, like.
I think what I want to do is get some type of plane to do a flyover our house and drop, I'd say, a few tons of rice that are either blue or pink, and then the birds could eat that.
I mean, you would be feeding the birds, but I don't know if birds can
They
eat
die.
rice like that.
It kills them.
Oh, it does.
Get pranked. That's how you kill all the birds in the area.
Our area does have a lot of birds. A lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
No, birds already outnumber people like 3-1.
How do we do the gender reveal? Would it just be a cake slice? Would it be a balloon pop? Would it be opening a box and be like, oh? Or would we do some of the creative ones where you get 2 people in baby costumes and they
No.
wrestle each other?
the people who put on their inflatable baby suits and
Yeah,
wrestle,
and then one's a
the
girl,
winner
one's a
wins.
boy, and they just wrestle to the death.
Yeah, not so much to that. I don't really know what we would do. Have you seen the gender reveal where they like fed a watermelon to an alligator and they injected the watermelon with dye for the color? And like, that's crazy.
I'm trying to think of like a crazier way to do a gender reveal that no one's done.
We might like maybe get somebody to bake a cake and ice it with white and then like cut into it. I don't know.
We get 2 volunteers, willing, adults.
No,
One's a guy,
I don't
one's
like
a
where this is
girl.
going.
They each get a pill. Whoever dies, that's the gender we're not having. And then we can celebrate that we have this gender coming.
That's
and
awful.
then we can also celebrate the life of the person that died, of course.
Who do you think is gonna do that?
I don't know, a couple $100.
No, what? You think people would throw away their life for a couple $100?
Not death, that's too much. What about like excessive vomiting? So whoever vomits, that's the gender we're having.
Isn't this video sponsored?
Yeah.
Maybe we should like dial it back a little from the death.
I'm just trying to one up the most creative gender reveals that's ever happened.
But why do we need to do that?
I don't know. We're YouTubers. We got to go big and bold.
That's how you built your whole career, clickbaiting.
You got to think, how can we one up what's been done?
What did Colleen Ballinger do?
How about this? I don't know what she did because I didn't watch. I get a crappy car, demo derby car, and I just smash it into a wall. I'm driving it. And when the airbags deploy, whatever color they are, that's the gender we're having.
What about the people that started the fire in California? Yeah, we can start the fire.
Yeah, seriously.
See, what? Texas hasn't had enough wildfires, I don't think. I don't think we've had one.
I'm sure we have.
Obviously, sarcasm. But to speak about our very gracious sponsor right now, it's time to get into a word from our sponsor. This episode of the Party of Two podcast is sponsored by Upstart. If you're carrying a credit balance month after month, it can feel like you're in a never-ending cycle of debt. Upstart can help you make that final payment so you can get ahead. Upstart is the fast and easy way to pay off your debt with a personal loan all online. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high-interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 500,000 people have used Upstart to get one fixed monthly payment. Upstart knows you're more than just your credit score and is expanding access to affordable credit. Unlike other lenders, Upstart considers your income and current employment to find you a smarter rate for your loan. With a 5-minute online rate check, you can see your rate upfront for loans between $1,000 and $50,000. You can receive funds as fast as 1 business day after accepting your loan. Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/partyof2. That's upstart.com/partyof2. Don't forget to use our URL to let them know we sent you. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. Go to upstart.com/partyof2. Now let's get back into the podcast.
You also wanted to talk about YouTube success today.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know if that was going to be a separate podcast. Oh, I'm so caught off guard right now.
You were supposed to come up with the outline. See, okay, I came up with the outline for the entire first podcast. And then Zach was like, no worries, I've got this next one.
Yeah, I think they should let us know in the comments if they want to hear about our YouTube journey and how we became successful YouTubers. Because I feel like that's already a good podcast in itself.
So other than that, what did you do this week? I mean, we don't have another topic.
Hey, I'm busy.
Okay.
Like I said, we just got back from Wisconsin.
No, I know
We visited
that.
all the family.
Yeah.
And now we're back here in Texas where our dogs live and our cat.
Our cat.
And we do have a surprise. There's another family member being added to the family. We can't say what it is.
It's not a baby.
Oh, it's not a baby?
It's not a baby.
It's technically a baby.
It's technically not a baby.
It's a baby of age.
It's not a human baby.
Okay.
So
it's like an alien or something.
I don't know. You're being very indirect about it. We're getting another cat.
Oh, that was a whole vlog title, I feel like.
Oh my gosh. Well, fine. Do you just want to sit here and stare at each other like?
I don't know. I'm down for that.
We got to save every little thing for a title.
35 minutes of couple bonding.
This is couple bonding?
Intense staring into each other's eyes. I think the audience would enjoy that. 35 minutes of awkward silence.
When we start humming.
Yesterday, we did cleanse our house with sage.
Yeah,
We ran the whole house, and to me, it smelled like burnt brown beans.
I really like
which made
the
me just feel
smell.
very unsettled. And I actually went to the bathroom like 3 times because it was like
it was cleansing you of your
it
toxic
cleansed
bowels.
me. I mean, I felt weird all night.
Yeah, we decided to smudge the house because we were just getting some little creepy vibes,
I saw what I thought was like a slender creature in the front yard the other day.
Speaking of slenders, the Roblox community was very mad at me.
You got canceled on TikTok.
I got canceled on TikTok.
Ooh, yeah. Did you really get canceled though if you get like 500,000 likes?
So many people were commenting like, Megan, I thought you were nice. I guess I was wrong.
So tell everyone what happened, just in case they're
So
living under a
basically,
TikTok rock.
I don't know too much about certain trends on Roblox. I do obviously play Roblox a lot, but I didn't know like there was certain names for everything. So I did this one TikTok trend that was like, I like you, have a cupcake. I like you, have a cupcake. I like you, have a cupcake. And then it's like you don't want to give someone a cupcake. And I was like, oh, I could do this with Roblox, but like, how do I do it with Roblox? So I typed into my Google search bar Roblox like aesthetics or like Roblox like Bloxburg moms, because I know Bloxburg moms exist. And I garnered a few kind of random selection. I deducted that some people like have been saying that Slender's online date. Like Slenders, they like online date, and that's not good. That's not good. Very against Roblox terms of service. So thinking that like Slenders, where it's just a term for online daters, I put Slenders as like the no cupcakes for you, and people are really, really mad. The Slenders got really mad. They were cursing me out and canceling me, and then they were like, "We don't even like you anyway, stupid B word."
But they're all little lawbreakers. You're not supposed to date on Roblox, kids.
But
Stop
no,
it.
but then they educated me. They were like, "Not all Slenders are online daters." And it's like, well, I didn't know that.
It was a joke.
It was a
It
joke.
was a joke.
It was a joke. I find
If Megan had cupcakes, you could all have a cupcake, okay?
I find that I don't often get to tell jokes. There's this like huge stigma like with like female creators and male creators, especially in the Roblox space. Like, for example, our friend Albert Flamingo, he can pretty much say whatever he wants and people laugh.
I'm sure he gets a lot of
I
flack,
don't, maybe.
but it's so small compared to the
I don't know.
support he has.
It's like literally the perfect example is he made a video stealing my identity. And it didn't get any hate or thumbs down or anything. And I was like, I'm going to do that too, because I want views too. So I stole his identity, and the video has like 80% likes, dislikes. And people are like, wow, seriously? Leave Flamingo out of it. Blah, 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 blah. Seriously? And it's like, he did that to me. We're friends. So we like kind of were going back and forth on that. But okay, like I find people don't like take jokes from me. They think I'm like really serious when I do some things.
I heard that like girls in gaming, like a lot of people like don't like, they look at everything they do as like being mean or like upfront or harsh, and then guys are able to make jokes and make light of things.
And I think that's just like women and treatment in general is like, you know, woman is the leader of the team, she's a B word. Man, leader of a team, leader, you know, our fearless leader. And we experience this a lot in proper productions. You remember?
Yeah.
I was delegated a lot of management tasks whenever we had a group. And my job was to say, hey, did you do your hours on this? Hey, did you put in your audio for this video? Hey, did you record? Or are you showing up to recording? Did you do this or that? And then people started talking really poorly behind my back, calling me like a B word and all this stuff. Like they were saying really, really awful, mean things about me. But I was just doing the job I was told to do. People would never say that about you.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
No.
I don't know what people say about me.
They wouldn't. There was one person who was like, isn't Zach just the biggest dumb idiot? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like,
See?
I don't want to talk about this. But I think we should talk to Zach if we're all talking about this. But yeah, like, so it's like certain tasks. And it's like literally, that just reminds me, there was somebody on the team who got mad at me for using an exclamation mark when talking to somebody else. He screenshot, sent it to me, and was like, this makes you look so rude. You are so rude.
Yeah.
Because I used an exclamation mark.
That same person called me out for using exclamation marks too, because I used to use them all the time as like a joyful thing. Like, yay! But it looks like I'm just yelling at an email.
Oh, yay! Good for you. Like, who does that?
Yeah.
Like, and like everyone knows my tone is pretty much this. Like, I use exclamation points to communicate all the time. You know, that's the Gen Z millennial like crossover. You know, is constant fear of looking like a bad person or a blunt, mean, upfront person. So you kind of line it up like, "Have a good day!" Exclamation mark. I'm exclaiming this. What?
I don't know.
What was that?
Audio tech.
Okay.
No, I'm just like, you know, texting, like, blah, 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 like, you know, like putting the exclamation marks.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's
Okay.
like you just, I feel like as a woman, you do things that you perceive as harmless. And then it's like, women no funny, women no make ha ha. Death.
I've never done that. I've never put women in that box before. but I've seen it done.
Yeah, you've seen it done.
Yeah. I'm a man of the women. And also, to speak on audio tics, I've been accused of having audio tics.
He has so many that
I blame TikTok.
Sometimes I just am so exhausted, and he's like, "Are you fired, babe?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'm falling asleep."
I'm like a big soundboard of just random audio tics from TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Some are like, "Oh yeah,"
Oh, yeah.
and some are, "You're fired."
You're fired.
Is Peach fired? Is Luna fired? Are you fired?
I ask you a lot of questions. I try to engage her because sometimes she's so wet blanket. Like, she's like the commercials for weed in like the 2000s where they're deflated on the couch.
Because I'm tired. I'm a very tired woman.
So I'll engage her. I'll be like, "Hey, you is Peach fired?" That's our dog, and she doesn't have a job, but I like to ask if she's fired.
Yeah, and like literally upstairs, he said to Tyson, like, so Zach says this thing where it's take 2 weeks off, then quit, or something like that. He says that a lot. So when Tyson was downstairs setting up the lights,
You want to take 2 weeks
he
off
was
and
like,
quit?
"Tyson, you want to take 2 weeks off and quit?" And Tyson's
Hey,
like,
there's
"What?"
like 6 lights here.
And I just said, like, that's just his audio tick. Like, you don't have to respond.
Call
to
me out when I'm just trying to engage people and get them going. It gets their blood pumping.
Zach, I love him so much, but he does not read the room. I will be so dead tired, and he's already asked me 5 questions that don't mean anything. And be like, "You're not even listening to me." It's like, "No, I'm listening. You're just saying the same things you say every
I
hour."
like to put people in situations. I love playing Would You Rather or What Would You Do, essentially. So I love to be like, "Oh, Megan, what would you
But
do?"
it gets so ridiculous sometimes that I'm like, I guess I would just die.
I like to see what
I
you
guess
do
I
when
would
you get in the corner. And Megan's solution is to explode every time.
Die every time. What would
So,
you
hey,
do if
that's
you
not
were
good.
kidnapped and you were locked in a basement and you had to eat glass shards to escape? Well, I guess I would die.
They're never that. They're never that dumb.
Give me one. We'll see.
I could give you one.
Do it.
Okay. Well, now I'm on the spot, and now I feel like I'm going to go in a really dumb direction with
You
it.
you do these all the time.
I would say, what would you do if you were on stage at VidCon and pooped your pants?
He says that one a lot.
Or I will give her an ultimatum. Would you rather be on stage at VidCon and poop your pants and no one knows about it? Or would you rather be on live stream and poop your pants and everyone knows about it?
Yeah, and so these questions are so frustrating because I'm like, neither.
like,
I would never poop myself in public. Also, I don't like poop
Oh, she would
jokes.
poop herself in public.
What?
She's done it twice this week.
What?
I can say whatever I want. I have the mic and people will believe me.
No.
Okay. Well, I said it that she did first, so who are you going to believe?
So literally, I'll just like be like, I don't know, and be like, "Oh, come on, blah blah blah," and I'll be like, I don't know. I guess poop myself at VidCon and no one knows.
I'll be like,
And-
"Ooh, then you got to walk back to your hotel with poopy
And
pants?"
it's like, yeah, I guess I do.
And I said, "You're probably wearing shorts or a skirt, so it's going to be disgusting running down your leg."
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Well, what do you want from me?" It's like, I
Yeah,
want
it's like, well, what do you want?
You have to struggle with the decision.
Well,
You have
no.
to think it through.
It's not
Because
a-
I don't want someone just throwing out an answer. It has to be thought through.
It's not a real it's not a real scenario. It's not happening.
could be.
It's not happening.
And then I'll know what you're going to do. If I hear you absolutely destroy your pants on a panel at VidCon, I'll be like, okay, she's got this.
I am
She's gonna
going to
walk back the
VidCon
hotel.
this year. They invited me as a featured creator, which
Yeah.
is very exciting.
Maybe I'll be there. Hopefully.
I hope so.
You want to hear some of my tics? You guys ready? Do you want to?
You have the floor.
Ooh. What do I do? Are you fired? You like that one? That's a good one.
I'm wondering how long I could just stare at Zach before he just feels so incredibly awkward and on the spot.
Well, I'm on the spot because I'm like, what do I do? I feel like I'm so great, and I just make no mistakes in life. I ask if you're stinky.
Yeah.
Most times she doesn't feel like saying anything, so she's just like, yeah, and that makes me feel good.
Well, I love you so much, but like, ask me a real question that I can answer, not an audio tick.
Hey,
What do you expect me to say?
yes,
So when I say yes, you don't like that?
I like it. It's good. Sometimes I can tell you're into it, and then sometimes it's like,
Sometimes I'm tired. Sometimes you've asked me if I'm stinky 5 times that hour. You have your answer. You know that I need a shower.
It's stinky is a term of endearment. It's not that she actually stinks.
Sometimes I could use a shower.
Sometimes it's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
No. Sometimes, you just feel kind of mustardy.
Ew.
What?
Disgusting. Most people don't like mustard even, so that's
Oh, I
like just
love
an instant
mustard.
sour taste in your mouth, and it's like, oh, Megan's Megan's gloppy and mustardy.
Ew, maybe that wasn't a good way to describe it. It's just,
Sometimes you feel like a bucket of mayonnaise.
don't you feel like a bucket of mayonnaise ever?
Mayonnaise?
I don't know. What do you feel like?
I don't know.
What do you feel like?
Sometimes you feel a little goopy. Disgusting.
And that's better than mustardy.
A little sour.
Oh,
That's mustard. That's what you describe. Describing
I don't know.
what mustard sounds like.
I think mustard was cuter than that. I think that was a cute
I
word.
don't think anyone likes mustard.
I love mustard.
I'm just saying I don't think anyone else does. That's watching this.
People like mustard.
I like
That's why they
mustard.
sell it.
But I wouldn't describe my personal hygiene that of mustard.
Sometimes you've just been, sweating. Sometimes I sweat at night a lot. I'm a furnace, so.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you're so cold.
That's the hyperthyroidism. You just expel all this heat, but you're freezing all the time.
How many times did I ask you if you were cold last night?
500, and he doesn't believe me when I'm like, no, I'm fine.
Because I'm a little cold, and I'm like, if I'm cold, she's freezing.
No, because if I'm underneath the blankets, I'm so warm because I generate my own heat.
I'm very impressed whenever she's like, no, I'm warm.
Did you know that people from the north have an extra layer of blubber slightly around their body to?
That's why I look like this. I'm from the north, guys.
No, that's true. People from the north have a thicker top layer of skin.
And we're like whales.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So if you're from the north, I'm also from it, so don't be offended. But
Yeah.
we are a little bit
No,
thicker.
I'm not insulting anybody. The skin is just a little thicker. It keeps you insulated and warm.
It's true.
That's a real fact.
Yeah, that's why we're so much more warm up there.
Yeah, definitely.
Like right now, the air's on, and it's like blasting directly onto me, and I feel good.
Great. That's fantastic.
Very
I'm
Arctic.
feeling really good too. You should do more audio tics to carry along this podcast with the amazing outline you've written us.
Hey, next episode. Okay, we're going to be on Spotify. We're going to be on Apple. We're going to be on YouTube. We're going to be everywhere. And I'm going to have the best outline ever. And I'm going to produce the whole next episode.
How? What are you going to do? We're just
You'll
sitting
see.
in our living room.
You'll have to subscribe and tune in if you haven't.
what's there to
because,
do?
Oh, it's going to be insane.
Okay. Are you going
It's
to bring
gonna be-
like a cake or sparklers?
No.
Frenemies, they had cool things. They went to like
They also had a table,
playground.
which I said we should have for this podcast. They're able to do eating. They're able to do drinking. They're able to do so many activities.
That's so many activities.
Just think we could be doing this podcast right now, and I could be eating hot wings.
But why would you do that? That's so messy.
Because then I get to eat lunch and also do this podcast at the same time.
Efficient. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's fantastic. Okay, so let's talk about the Seymour Fair.
Well, we did go back to Wisconsin, like we said earlier in the podcast, for like 3-4 days. And we went to a local fair. I grew up in Seymour, Wisconsin. It's a small town. And the fair is
Small. It's small.
You met some people there. They recognized you.
I did meet some viewers at the Seymour Fair. Her name was not Charlie, but her Roblox Charlie. I didn't want to say her real name.
Okay. Well, her address is...
So her screen name was Charlie, and she was so excited. And I love meeting people. Like, I love it whenever you guys, viewers, come up to me and they, like, you... And you're like, oh my gosh, so excited to meet you, because it makes me feel like I've made a positive impact on your life. So that's why I do it. I like it a lot. It makes me happy.
We almost adopted a cat because they had a petting zoo there.
They did have a petting zoo.
And they had a whole bunch of kittens because in Wisconsin, if you didn't know, there's lots of farms. And a lot of these farms just have, a bunch of cats.
Stray
So
cats, yeah.
most likely a farmer brought like 8 cats there. They were all like babies. And there was a cute one, but they were all already taken.
They were all already adopted. So now we are adopting a kitten from my cousin.
Your cousin.
And
They
his
had
wife.
an accidental litter.
They had an accidental litter. So we're going to swoop one of those up.
And then we're going to have 2 cats, 2 dogs.
Yeah, we just felt like Moshi was so lonely. I don't want to get
Yeah.
too dark, but if you didn't know, our cat Cleo passed away in May. If not May, it was the beginning of June. It was
Yeah, I feel like it was May.
I think it was May.
But, Moshi spends all night alone.
Yes, yeah.
Out here. Because, like, if she's in our bedroom, she's either 25 pounds and on top of my face.
Yeah.
Or she's, kind of, cats are night creatures. They're moving and there's things happening.
So that's what I was gonna say. Like, whenever Cleo passed away, we were like, we don't need another cat. We don't want another cat. Like, but after like just being around Moshi and her not having so much of a sister anymore, we do feel like it's all incomplete. It's kind of sad because we'll go on vacation, and generally people just leave their cats. They come in for a check-in if you go for like 3 days. And I just feel like she gets so lonely. She's sleeping at my feet right now, but I just feel like, she needed a sister again. And also Zach and I are very equipped to take care of pets. We feel like we take really, really good care of our pets. And we feel like we can give good homes to pets. So
They get the best of care. They get the best of life.
they get really good lives.
And they all get along together, all of our pets.
Yeah, I was telling my cousin's wife, it's like, well, I do the cat dentist. I do the cat dermatologist. You know what I mean? Like, we really go the extra mile, like, if we even see, like, a slight issue with our pets. So I just feel like, bring another one in and take care of them, too.
And it all goes full circle to us being good human parents.
I think I'm going to be a good mom, but I also think that that's all I'll be able to do. I don't know how much I'll be able to do YouTube with being a mom, because I think I'll just want to be a mom. Like, I want to be the best mom ever.
I think I'll be a good dad. I would like to think I'm going to be able to go outside and play and, do fun little board game nights. And, I have plans for these kids. They're going to be busy.
Oh, we have names picked out, but I don't share them.
Yeah, we're not going to share them. Those are top secret.
Those are top secret, and they're not common. So they're and I say that because I don't know if somebody happens to pick out the name that like another YouTuber picks out the name that we're picking for our child, and it's like before we have our child. I've had a name. I've had this name for over a year, and I'm sticking to it because I like it a lot. But it's only a name for a girl. We have some names for guys, but
we're going to name them after just one letter. So just
See, and that's something I thought about too, is just having nicknames for them on YouTube. Like if your daughter's name starts with a B, it's like,
Zoidberg.
Call her B, But it like gives them that extra layer of protection whenever they have to go to school and stuff. Because I don't know. I think being a parent is scary. Like, especially a YouTuber parent. Some people come to our house. Some people send me letters, and I'm good with that.
We had a sign outside our house that says don't solicit.
It says no soliciting because we pay too much property tax for somebody to be like, hello, would you like a bug repellent today? No. Girl Scout cookies always welcome. That's like kind of scary. They find out where your kid goes to school and it's like, hey, your mom, Megan, asked me to pick you up, blank. Like they have access to so much of our information that they could easily convince our child that they're friends of ours.
That's why we pick up our kids.
No, but they get there first. They go pick them up out of the middle of the school day.
Oh, well, that would be a horrible school. I wouldn't do any due diligence.
It's stuff I worry about.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a very maternal instinct.
You could maybe do that in the 80s or 90s, but I don't think you're doing that nowadays.
Yeah, so that's why it's like, oh, well, I don't even know if I want to share like their name.
It's like I can't go to Kim Kardashian's kid's school and be like, I'm here to pick up West.
That's because their kid probably goes to Bel Air, Because I feel like whenever you're so famous.
You think Texas public schools, they're just like,
no.
Oh, okay.
But what I'm saying is whenever you're so famous, like everyone knows like, oh, that's a Kardashian's kid. It's like, yeah, you're not taking them out of school. You're not picking them up. Like they know, like there's extra security there. But whenever you're just like a random YouTuber.
A random YouTuber, you're not thinking we're going to be as famous as Kim Kardashian?
I wish. Actually, I don't know if I wish that, but.
You wouldn't be able to go anywhere.
I wouldn't. And I think about that a lot. Like I would think like, oh, if I was ever as famous as Emma Chamberlain, would I have a moment of peace? Would I be able to go to the grocery store and grab a can of corn? Or would it just always be like photo op ready? Like would you always need to be ready like with your makeup and hair like in a good
Maybe that's
place?
why she just never does her makeup in videos, so then she just doesn't have any expectations.
I don't want to say low expectations. She's beautiful, but people don't expect her to look like, dolled up. Yeah. And then they're not disappointed because I see people in public and I'm like hair in a bun, no makeup, and I'm just walking around like sweatshirt, not even a cute outfit or anything. So, and then I think people are like, I'm not sure if that's her. So,
is this Megan?
Always things to be cautious about whenever you bring, a child into this world. And also, that's what I have to say about that.
Good job.
Thanks. Thanks.
That was fun. What's that from? That's all I got to say
Forrest
about
Gump.
that. Forrest Gump.
That was a meaningful quote. That was.
Were you quoting him?
Yes.
Oh.
That was a meaningful quote.
You meant to quote that?
Yeah. Definitely. That's all I have to say about that.
What Olympic sport would you compete in if you could compete in an Olympic sport?
Tennis.
Would you win?
No. It just sounds fun, like you get active.
Running?
No.
It's a lot of running.
It is a lot of running, yeah. Well, I was messaging a friend because her and her boyfriend picked up tennis, and I was like, did you pick up tennis because it's bougie or because of health benefits? And they said health benefits, but I was thinking it's kind of bougie, and I think I would want to do tennis.
That's why I want to golf. I think If I golf, guys,
like,
one, I already have the
woo!
clothes for it.
Yeah, look at
Okay.
you.
I could be out on the links. I'd probably get 2-inch shorts. So you'd be seeing like everything. Maybe
No.
cheeking out a little bit. And then I'd get into it with the driver and I'd slap it down. And I'd probably wear jean shorts. Probably jeans that I convert to shorts.
You'd sweat in them and then you'd chafe
Yes.
all in between your legs.
Yep. And then I would probably wear like a wife beater or something. And then have a mullet or something.
Yeah.
I'd really get into it for the class of it all. But no, in all seriousness, I would golf.
Yeah, I
And
know.
I would have the golf cart and I would golf and I would buy golf clubs.
See, I just don't know where we're going to find time for all these hobbies.
I will have a hobby. I don't have any right now,
Yeah, you don't have time for a hobby.
but I will golf soon because then I can have meetings on the golf course. Like, oh, I have to meet this person on the golf course. You know, I can do business. Like in the office, they did business on the golf course.
Yeah, but who are you meeting out here? Like, who are you meeting?
You know, they'd fly in to meet with me because I'm.
and you're
I'm
like, hey,
golfing.
let's drive all the way to.
No, I'm already golfing. That's why they flew to meet with me at the golf course. Because I'm now golfing a lot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So athletic.
Yeah, and I'm very tan because of it.
We should cancel our country club membership. We haven't gone once, and we've
We
had
have a
it
country
for.
club membership, and we did go one time.
We
I went without Megan. She was not in town.
I was not in town.
And I had like $16 drinks.
Well, because we were really hopeful that we would go and it'd be fun. But honestly, it's just a bunch of people who are like maybe 60 or 70. And we're like in our 20s and 30s.
I ate there, and it was good food, and they had good drinks. But
Is it worth $200 a month?
if I pick up golf, maybe.
Well, do that.
I'm going to. I'm going today. With
You're
Tyson.
so much talk.
We're going next week to golf. Our first time.
No, you're not.
I already have. I'll wear this outfit, and I'll go take lessons. I have to take a lesson because golf courses around here are near roads or houses. I don't want to slice into someone's yard.
I was going to do golf in high school because our high school had a golf team, and I took a couple lessons, and I was like, you know what? No, I don't want
Seems
to
like
do
it
that.
would be a relaxing sport.
I didn't want to do it. I mean, I'll go to Top Golf and I'll like hit some balls there.
Well, and you know what? I'm getting old enough to where I know I'm not going to play any sport professionally unless it is golf. Because golf, you
You
can
don't
be
think you're
90
going to go
years
into
old.
the NFL?
I think my time's passed. I think I could have definitely made it, but I chose.
Probably shouldn't have
Minecraft.
quit. You probably shouldn't have quit.
They said I had the
football
legs of a man when
and-
I
Yeah,
was
but you
16.
quit like in high school.
Of course.
Yeah, you didn't even like go to college.
I was
for
too
it or
good
anything.
for all of it. I was so great. But, you know, okay. See me on the pro circuit in golf in like a year or two, maybe 3. You know,
Hanging
once
out
I
with
retire.
Tiger Woods.
Maybe in like 4 years once I'm retired. But that's the Party of 2 podcast. Big thanks to our sponsor, Upstart.
Thank you so much for tuning in. So much appreciative. We're gonna
Every Friday, Party of 2's back.
every Friday,
partying.
Party of 2. We're gonna get on to Apple, Spotify, anywhere that you guys listen to podcasts.
Those
It's
links will be
gonna
down
there.
below.
And also leave some taglines down below. We're getting into it.
Yeah. So see you guys next Friday. And I don't even know how to say goodbye.
Bye.
But bye.
You just do it like that.